Welcome to Whiskey is a Journey. My name is Peter Fossiano, and you guys are watching my channel segment called Sip It or Skip It. This is where I have all of my whiskeys randomized on my phone. I'm going to spin the wheel, pull it off the shelf, do a quick review, and let you guys know if I'm going to keep sipping on the bottle and replace it when it's gone, or once the bottle's gone, I'm going to skip it and buy something new. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel, see what we're doing today. All right, we got Yellowstone limited edition 2022. I believe this one is going to be a finished whiskey as well. So let me get it off the shelf, pour it, and let's talk about it. All right, so we have Yellowstone, the 2022 limited edition. Like I had mentioned, I think this was a finished whiskey, but all of the information for the whiskey will be right here, along with my Sip It or Skip It tallies. Mellow mash, Yellowstone. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing poured. This one was stumbled upon by me walking into Total Wine & More. I just walked in, it was on the allocated counter, thought the bottle was kind of cool, so I grabbed it. Came home, did a little bit of research on it, and I think some of these Yellowstones are hit and miss. This is 101 proof, and it is finished in Marsala Superior casks. Oh, and in Arizona, I paid $129.99 for this. Let's get it on the nose, see what we think. All right, that is funky. It's a little bit more funk than I thought or remember it having. And maybe that was the Marsala Superior casks. I'm not getting the traditional brown sugar, vanilla, honey, cherry notes that are in typical bourbons. They're there. It's kind of on the back end a little bit, but I think the cask influence is coming through here, or that finished cask is coming through here. It's not as sweet, but there is sweetness in here. I do get some brown sugar, but not a lot. Trying to pull out some cherry. I don't think I'm getting much cherry. I think that finished cask is hiding some of that stuff. Let's get it on the palate, see what I think. All right, sweet on the palate. A little bit drying. ABV seems to be pretty good. Not developing much into the mid palate or the back. It stays pretty consistent. Let's get that second sip going. See if I can pull anything else out of this. It's very viscous. I mean, it's dripping. Let's get that second sip. Okay, as I was breathing in there, very fruit forward. What kind of fruit is that? It's not cherry, but it is sweet. Marsala is wine. Maybe it's a grape note in there. Maybe a darker grape. Now the brown sugar's coming through. Now okay, there he goes. It's developing into something a little bit more now. It's elevating, it's expanding. The initial Marsala, I'm guessing that Marsala Superior is the initial note. And then it develops into the traditional bourbon flavors with the brown sugars and the caramel and the vanilla. Get some oak influence there, get that tannin on the side of my tongue. The sweetness follows all the way through to the back. And then you get a little bit of bitter towards the back end, which is always good. It's not over the top bitter. All right, so that second sip, this opened up. This is much better. And if that second sip is better, maybe the third sip's gonna even be more better. Maybe that third sip will even be better. Let's get that down. All right, that third sip, that cask, that finishing cask is now coming through even more. That's rather nice. Developing sweetness. The traditional bourbon notes are coming through even more now. This is opening up really well. Less bitterness on the back end now. This is now consistently pretty sweet all the way through. And I'm not exactly sure what the Marsala Superior is supposed to do, but there's definitely something in this glass that is much different than a traditional bourbon. So I have to assume that that's going to be the influence of that finishing cask. Smells really good on the nose, that's for sure. The longer that it's in the glass, like I had mentioned, this is opening up so much more than when I initially poured it. This is a very pleasant, a very good experience. My first and second sip, I was on the borderline on whether or not this was going to be a skip. So now I have to decide whether this is actually going to be worth purchasing it. There might be a caveat here. Because of the price, $129.99, this is going to be a skip until the bottle is gone. Once this bottle is gone, it might take me a year and a half to get through it, maybe 2 years to get through it. If I do see another bottle of this in 2024 or 2025, or if some reviews on YouTube end up being much better than this one, I might end up buying another bottle. But as of right now, if this bottle was gone and I saw this on the shelf, I would skip it. And because I'm going to skip it doesn't mean that it's bad. You guys just heard me walk through this entire thing from my first sip, my first impression, all the way through the third or even maybe the fourth sip. It is good. And if you have the money, I would recommend it. This is definitely something that I would recommend. But running my own YouTube channel, having to spend all of my own money on this, and the essence of this entire series is, will I buy another bottle once the bottle is gone? My answer would be no. I'm going to skip it. That doesn't mean you should. This is definitely something that I would recommend you try. If somebody has it and it's at a good price, snag it. When another edition comes out, 23 or 24 or 25, if I still have some of this in the bottle, I'm not going to buy another one. I think it's just way too much money for me to be spending. Now, of course, if a buddy of mine decides that they want to buy it, I will definitely help them drink it. I hope all that makes sense to you guys. If you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed and you feel like you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like this information, give me a like, share this with somebody in the whiskey world that might get enjoyment out of it. Turn the bell notification on. I go live with videos, or I publish videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If that interests you, turn on that bell notification so when a video does go live on YouTube, you'll be notified. And as always, in the comments down below, if you are familiar with any Yellowstone product or the Yellowstone limited edition 2022 release, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. That's where I'm going to leave it. Until the next time, enjoy your journey. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.